Okay, so I've got another Spanish language song that I wanted to share with you guys. This is a song that Marco Antonio Solis wrote. I believe he actually wrote it for another singer. Maricela? Is that her name? Unless I'm getting it confused with another song that he wrote for somebody else, because he is a very prolific songwriter. But he is also a magnificent singer. And he used to be with Los Buques, which was my favorite Spanish language group. And then they split up and he went off on his own. Haven't really followed much of his music after the split, but I am aware of this song, which I think he actually released this album, Trozos de mi Alma, after the split from Los Buques, which happened sometime in the 90s. Can't remember exactly when. Maybe after the mid to late 90s, something like that, maybe. Anyway, whatever. So this is one of his songs that I really like. It's called Si no te hubieras ido, which means if you had not gone, if you had not left. And I'm going to go ahead and play this. This is directly from his YouTube channel. They have another version of this where he's singing in front of a live orchestra, and that's really lovely and it sounds great, but it's about 6 minutes plus long, and I'm running a little short on time. So yeah, I wanted to go with the shorter version. So as I've done before, I'll just play a few, sentences or a verse or so, and then I'll stop it and translate it, so I don't have to wait till the end to do all that. So here we go.
Te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer. Espera otro día por vivir sin ti. El espejo no miente. Te veo tan diferente, me haces falta tú.
Okay, so that was the first verse. And he's very poetic the way he writes, so I'm not exactly sure if I will translate this correctly. If anybody out there speaks Spanish, let me know if I've misinterpreted anything. So he says, at the very beginning, he says, I miss you more than ever or more than never, and I don't know what to do. I wake up and remember the bad dawn or sunrise or something like that. Another day waits to live without you. The mirror does not lie. I look different. I miss you. He's very romantic the way he writes, you guys.
La gente pasa y pasa siempre tan igual. El ritmo de la vida me parece mal. Era tan diferente cuando estabas tú. Sí que era diferente cuando estabas tú.
Okay, so this next verse, he says, the people, they pass by, the same or something like that. Like, I understand it, but I don't know exactly how to explain. I think I understand it, but I'm not sure how to say it. Like, I guess like people pass by, everything's the same. It's so the same. Everything's just normal, I guess. But the rhythm of life seems bad to me. Like, it appears bad to me. It was so different when you were here. Estabas tú, like when you were, like here with him. Yes, it was different when you were here.
No hay nada más difícil que vivir sin ti. Sufriendo en la espera de verte llegar. El frío de mi cuerpo pregunta por ti y no sé dónde estás. Si no te hubieras ido, sería tan feliz.
Okay, so this is, I guess, I don't know the chorus because he kind of repeats. I think from here on out, he just pretty much repeats the same thing. He just kind of flip-flops the different passages that he's already saying. So this part, he says, there is nothing more difficult than to live without you. Suffering in the waiting of seeing you come, or like, arrive or come back, I guess. The coldness of my body asks for you, and I don't know where you are. If you had not left, I would be so happy. Poor guy.
No hay nada más difícil que vivir sin ti.
I think all the rest of this is just a repeat of the chorus.
Sufriendo en la espera de verte llegar. El frío de mi cuerpo pregunta por ti y no sé dónde estás. Si no te hubieras ido, sería tan feliz. La gente pasa y pasa
It's a
siempre
repeat
tan igual.
of one of the other verses.
El ritmo de la vida me parece mal. Era tan diferente cuando estabas tú. Sí que era diferente cuando estabas tú. No hay nada más difícil que vivir sin ti. Sufriendo en la espera de verte llegar. El frío de mi cuerpo pregunta por ti y no sé dónde estás. Si no te hubieras ido, sería tan feliz. No hay nada más difícil que vivir sin ti. Sufriendo en la espera de verte llegar.
Okay, so there's that. There's so many other Marco Antonio Solis songs, or at least Los Bucas songs, that I would like to share at some point. But this happens to be one that came to my mind when I was thinking about different songs of his that I wanted to share. And I really have always appreciated once I could understand what the heck he was saying, because when I first heard of them, I didn't know much Spanish. I had taken it some in college, but I didn't know much at the time. And of course, when they're singing, you can't always hear the words clearly. I have trouble hearing clearly when they're just talking, because Spanish is a very fast language and it's really difficult I think it's the second fastest language in the world. So it's can be pretty difficult to follow along if you're not a native speaker, which I am not. But anyway, so I've always appreciated the way he writes. He has such a powerful way with words. I mean, some of just the phrases that he comes up with. El frío de mi cuerpo pregunta por ti, or pregunta por ti. I mean, he of course, obviously, he says the words like he maybe will pronounce the words differently to match the music. So you don't say pregunta. Pregunta is the word, really. But he said it that way because the way the music goes. But anyway, it's just like the coldness of my body asks for you. You know, he misses her, and I don't know where you are. That's that. El ritmo de la vida me parece mal. The rhythm of life seems bad to me. Like she's gone, and everything is bad to him. He's just like nothing is good. Everything is gray, and it's just bad. And you know that feeling. I'm sure we all know that feeling of a loved one not being there anymore. And it could be for any reason, a breakup, or maybe death has taken them. You know, it's just, but we all understand that feeling of loss and sadness, loneliness, and yearning to be with them again. You know, it's a very common sentiment that most people generally understand. And he has such a beautiful way with words. And I don't know if he writes the music. I want to say I think he does, but I might be wrong. But the way he's able to make the music and how it fits the words so well, and how he does his voice, the inflections in his voice, and the emotion that he gives out while he's singing. It's like you can just... Anyway, he's just so talented, you guys. He's someone that I would go to a concert for, I think. There's very few. One would be Aha, and the other, yeah, probably just him. Aha. Now, if I had to choose between Marco Antonio and Aha, I would always choose Aha, you guys, because they're my number one group of all time. I've always loved them. I always will. Nothing will replace them. I am steadfast in that. But he's not too far behind them. Let's just say that. I really do appreciate his talent, and the more I learn Spanish and understand, the more I appreciate the words that he writes and the depth of meaning to them, and just the way he comes up with saying things. It's just, I don't know. I really like his stuff, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to add to this. I always end up saying that because it's true. I mean, well, I don't know what else to say. I can't think of anything else to add. I need to come up with different ways to sort of close out my videos, but I'm not very original, so I'm stuck with this. Okay, guys, later.